Hello, this is Adam Covati, and welcome to My Take, where I take a look at an interface or any kind of web application, really, and just tell you what I think. So here I am, and as you can see, we're looking at Twitter today. So, Twitter's a great tool. Everybody's all talking about it, big hype, blah, blah, blah. But, is it useful? Is it valuable? Is the interface usable? And I want to talk about just some different aspects that I like about it and things that I think are great. First of all, I think it's got good branding. If you look at this web page, any Twitter web page, you can always see that, right up top here we've got Twitter, and you've got this simple box that's always shown. Of course, I love the little triangle there. Twitter's talking to you, which is great. They're Web 2.0. But you've got a lot of value in just always having that same consistent look and feel. Now, I can change a lot about it, which is great. It's another point. Very personalizable. I can set this background color, and I can change some of the colors over here and the text color and whatnot, which is great. Gives you the ability to say, this is mine. I own this page, and it's different than yours. But one thing that we always get is that when we come back to it, Twitter always looks like Twitter, and I can always tell a Twitter page is immediately as soon as I see it. That's something that you don't necessarily get from something like MySpace, yet more customizable than something like Facebook. Of course, the page that I'm looking at right now shows me really what's going on in my world. This is my Twitter world. So I'm seeing all the feeds, all the tweets about people that I care about. I see my picture at the top and my latest entry that I've made, which really lets me, kind of pokes me to update the page, which is important because if the application isn't really enforcing that, then what will? And there's no value if nobody's updating. And only so many people will update for the sake of updating. So sometimes people need that little nudge. Now I can also see my kind of stats over here. How many people are following me? Has it gone up recently? Do I have someone new? I hope so. And down at the bottom here where it's kind of cut off of mine is, what am I following? All those great little icons. That's very valuable. Really at the end of the day, a lot of these social networking sites are quite narcissistic. Why do we go on them? Why do we continue to fill stuff out? Do we continue to post? Why do I go and type what I'm doing? What I'm doing is I'm seeing how popular I am. I'm really returning value to everybody. I hope that's the case. I really want to put something out there that's useful to everyone. But at the same time, a lot of this is about how many friends you have. So it's important that they continue to drive that, and they're paying attention to that. Also, a big thing that's very useful and maybe overlooked is just easy access to configuration. I don't have to click through a whole bunch of things to find out where it is, how to update things and stuff like that. If you look at YouTube, it's primarily a consumable-driven interface. Very easy to see movies. There's stuffing new ones at you everywhere you turn. It's, this is most viewed, this, that. Check out this recommended one. This is related, da 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 da. This one is all about text entry here. This field right here. It's all about you updating, and it's just very much both providing content and consuming content, which is a valuable balance to find. Now, of course, the Twitter interface that we see here is just the web interface. Real power in Twitter comes from the mobile phones, text messaging, stuff like that. Of course, things like Snit or Twirl, all the other tools that you can use to access, both to get tweets and to make tweets, are very valuable. But I think you need this web anchor, something to come home to, something to latch onto on the web, and they've done a good job here of keeping it simple, powerful, and providing all the tools you really need. Going overboard on that, all the bells and whistles that developers are oftentimes tempted to throw in, they don't oftentimes add a lot of value. So I think this is a great balance. Well, I hope you found that valuable. I definitely enjoyed doing it, and please come back again for any of my future takes on whatever it is I feel like giving you my take on.